What's up guys, and welcome to my new beauty area. If you guys didn't know, which I'm sure you don't know because I haven't been on camera in like 2 weeks, this is the first month filming and I think it's been 2 weeks and I've been like so stressed because we moved to a new place and it's not gonna be this bare. I do have some decor going up behind me, which it's not finished yet. So maybe I will do like a beauty room tour or something like that on my vlog channel. Eventually when everything's like finished and set up so you guys can check it out. So maybe, we'll see. So like I said, I was moving, I've been packing, unpacking. I haven't really got a chance to sit down and film, but today I'm going to a wedding. Me and Joe are going to a wedding, our friend's wedding. I actually did her makeup this morning, but this is like the only chance I've had to film, so I'm just gonna film getting ready. I'm gonna do a little talk through, maybe a little like music over as well, show you guys the products, and let's just jump on in because I gotta go. The good old clipperooski. Get this hair out of the way. Do you guys do your hair before or after your makeup? Because I feel like I always end up doing it after. I don't know why. Probably because I like to take the least amount of time doing my hair and I just like to really chill and relax and do my makeup and then I'll just like throw my hair up. But no, I'm actually gonna curl my hair today, but I'm not doing that on camera. So first step is primer. I'm really into like these spray type primers. Sometimes I opt for them over just like a regular primer. This one is the Urban Decay Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Prime Spray. So I'm just gonna douse myself real quick. I just feel like these are so light and refreshing. I always switch it up though. So I'm gonna start with my brows. You guys have seen me do my brows a zillion times. I'm using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in number 2. I'm gonna run through this very, very quickly so we can move on. But I am gonna fill in the ends of the brow with a little bit of this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. Just with like a little angled brush, I'm just gonna hit this on the ends to just give it a more defined, crisp look. And this stuff is indeed waterproof and smudge proof, so I like to do this for events just because I know my brow won't be going anywhere. So then for like a little lift and highlight of the brow bone, I just like to take a cream like contour or foundation, or you can just use like liquid concealer, whatever you want. So I just take a little bit of this on a little tiny detailer brush and I just highlight my brow bone and kind of sculpt it out as well. And then I just drag it down onto my lid, whatever is left over. And then for my primer, I really, really love this CoverGirl Lid Lock-Up Primer. I don't know, there's just something about it. I think I like had a video where I tried it for the first time in that video, and it just like, it honestly like smooths out my eyelids and feels like it's lifting them as it dries. Like it feels like it's giving me like an eye lift, which I ain't mad at, but like it just feels really good. And then I just blend that on out. It's not like the most pigmented eye primer. I really wish it was like a little bit more pigmented, but it really does get the job done and it's reasonable, so no complaints there for me. So tonight I'm wearing a black dress, so I want to do more of like a natural kind of eye and then amp it up with the lip and do like a darker lip. So I am going to use a little bit of tape on my lids or on the edge of my eye just to create a nice crisp line, because I'm not going to be doing any like intense wing line or anything, so I want the shadow to be super crisp and like lift my eye. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead and line that right on the edge of my eye. It actually is a bit challenging, even though like all the Instagram videos and stuff make it look so easy, because our eyes, most of our eyes at least, aren't even. Like mine are definitely a little bit different. So we're gonna stick in this color range right here, these mauve kind of tones, because the lip I'm gonna do is gonna be like a deep berry. So I kind of want to stick to that color family. So I'm gonna start with Sorbet, this really almost light mauve pink shade, and we're just gonna pop on in there with a Sigma E35. So I'm like doing like a kind of soft blown out mauve eye. This isn't gonna be like a very like detailed type of look, because again, like I want to keep it pretty simple, and then just hit it up with the lip because I don't actually have a lot of time. So this is a great go-to kind of look when you're on the go. I personally love to do more darker lips and natural eyes. That is just like my thing. And I am gonna hit up the brow bone with the shade Sugar. I usually do the brow bone first, but I forgot, so now I'm dipping into Goji and focusing that a little bit more towards the outer V. So like right here, I like to tap it. This is a Bdellium Tools. I mean, I always call it Bdellium, but it's actually Dellium. It is spelled with like a BD, so I just want to say Bdellium, but it is Dellium Tools. So this shade is awesome. It's like a wine shade. Very similar to the lip that I'm going to be wearing. So I'm just focusing this right here. So again, I like to tap it. I like to tap it on so I get like maximum pigment, and then I blend the edges. So now I'm taking this very, very, very small blending brush. This is a Sigma E36, and I'm taking that shade right next to Goji, which is, what is it? Cabernet, and darkening up even more that outer V. So with this shade, I definitely want to be a little bit more precise. Just because I'm not doing a wing, I kind of want this darker shade to serve as my wing when I remove the tape. So I'm just building that color right there and kind of dragging it into the lash line as well a little bit. So I'm digging through my shadows, and I just spotted this super pretty, like it's almost like a lid topper. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera. This is from the CoverGirl Katy Cat palette. This is the Cool Cat palette. It's sheer. Like the other ones in that palette are not sheer. That's why I'm considering this one like a kind of lid topper, because it's almost like just like a glittery touch. And the other shades in that palette are not like this one, so it's kind of different. So I'm just gonna pack that right there with my finger and kind of bring it all over the lid. Does anyone remember NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk? Because I feel like this used to be used by every single beauty guru in the world. So this is just like a creamy like eye pencil, and I'm just going to, actually I'm going to use a brush when I do this because I'm not about to screw everything up here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on a brush, and I'm just going to apply this right here in the inner portion of my eyelid, because I really want what I'm going to put down here to pop. And then I'm going to take that same CoverGirl palette and take that shimmery shade, that silvery one, and take that same little brush, and that's going to be packed right there to really pop that shadow and fade it into everything else. Yes, that is pretty. And then I'm not winging it out, but I'm just going to line my upper lash line to darken it for my lashes. This is the LA Splash Architect pencil, or pencil liquid liner, whatever it's called. This one's actually called like the, I don't know, like the, oh shit, the Swan one, but where is it? I always use this color. This is the original like LA Splash Architect liner. I only have this one because I tried it out. I want to see if there was differences. There's really no difference I found, but I would just buy this one. I don't really care for the different packaging, and I think this one's like a couple dollars more expensive, so I thought it was going to be different, but I'm pretty sure this was just like a limited edition packaging. So just go for the other like rose gold one, just the upper lash line, just like that. What in the hell is out there? So before my falsies, I got a brand new L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Love, love, love this mascara. I will hit the lower lash line after my foundation's on. Lashes are, surprise, surprise, from my favorite eBay seller, which I will, of course, link in the description box, but they are very wispy. This number is A10, I believe. Very wispy, not too dramatic, but just like a classic glam lash. Alright, so foundation, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I am so excited to be using this foundation again. I haven't used it since like last summer because I'm finally a little bit more tan and I can use it now. So this is shade 6.5, and I honestly think this is like my all-time favorite foundation. A cheaper alternative is definitely the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Giorgio Armani is owned by L'Oreal, so the foundation is super, super similar. I just think like, I don't even know if it's in my head or not, but I think the Luminous Silk just like holds up better throughout the day, like just is more long wearing. But I really loved L'Oreal True Match for a long time as well, and the formulas are very, very similar, so if you are balling on a budget, the L'Oreal True Match is definitely a dupe. I'm like running out of time, so I'm like starting to go fast. I'm getting like really close to the time we have to leave, and I still have to do my hair. So I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this Milani 2-in-1 Conceal Perfect Foundation, which I really love as well, in the shade 9, which is a lot darker, and oh my god. And I'm actually just going to just warm up the face a little bit, just in these areas, just along my cheeks and my forehead, just before I do a little bit darker of contouring. For concealer, I'm using an oldie but a goodie MAC Pro Longwear in NC30. Can you guys tell I'm in a rush? I don't know if you can tell. Okay, so to set that in and to bronze a little bit, not to essentially bronze because it's like the same color as my skin, but this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So I'm just going to run this over that darker foundation to just blend it with the concealer and to set it. At the moment, I'm not really setting my entire face because my skin is a little bit more dry. So I kind of just set like my cheeks and like just like along my nose really. I really like a more blended, like diffused bronze look instead of like a harsh contour. It's kind of just like my cup of tea. I don't really go for like a harsh contour. So before we bronze up a little bit more, I'm taking this highlight from this Becca palette. This is the Becca Highlight Low Light palette, and this is the shade Opal, I believe. And I'm just gonna take that on a gigantic fan brush and just hit that on the cheekbones one time. This is just like the greatest highlighter. Becca makes some of the best highlighters I think I've ever tried. And then I'm also gonna dip into that bronzing shade and hit that on the cheeks as well. And then just for a little bit of blush, I'm just using a little Tarte blush in the shade Genius. And same brush, and I'm just going to blend that into the cheeks as well. Blend it in. I kind of like using the same brush for like multiple steps now because I feel like it just gives a more blended, seamless look. I definitely learned that from the tutorial I watched of Jenna Dewan's makeup tutorial, and I definitely incorporated a lot of that stuff into my own routine, and I'm living for it. Then I just gotta hit the lower lash line real quick. Same shades. Before I do my lower mascara and my lip, I'm gonna hit it up with some setting spray. This is also by CoverGirl. CoverGirl has been killing it with their new releases. I'm not even kidding. They just have really impressed me. This is the Look Lock-Up Spray, and it smells divine. Let's just kill that. And then to finish it off, I'm gonna be using the Lip Sense. This stuff is amazing. It does not come off, like it does not budge, does not kiss off until you remove it with the remover, which is freaking amazing. This is the shade Berry. It's a very deep like wine shade, and I'm just obsessed with it. All right guys, so this is the final look. I know my hair is a mess, but I gotta go do that now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do I have anything on my teeth? No, we're good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this makeup look. If you did, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'm sorry for being a little MIA for a little bit, but I'm coming back full force. I have a lot of great content in store for you guys, and I'm so excited to be in my new little beauty room, and I can't wait to show you guys it. So just stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.